Welcome back everybody to my playthrough of A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Previously we had went to the Village of Outcasts, defeated Blind, and rescued the third maiden. Technically the fourth. After that we went to the Skull Woods, defeated Mothula, and rescued the fourth maiden. Technically the third. Now we are here in the Ice Palace, going to defeat Kholdstare and rescue the fifth maiden. I did find out that it is possible to get the golden sword fairly early on. Oops, wrong button. You have to collect the dungeon items from the Village of Outcasts, the hookshot from the Swamp Palace, and I think, what was it? You needed the fire rod from the Skull Woods. And by doing all that, you come to Dungeon 5, this one, and defeat that boss, rescue that maiden. Then you go to the Misery Mire, finish that dungeon, and then you have access to the Super Bomb, so you can talk to the Great Fairy, or the Queen of Fairies? But I did notice a little bit of an issue with it facing Mothula on my personal playthrough. It seemed like the game knows that you're not supposed to have the golden sword at that point, so it didn't seem like it was doing any more damage to him than the non-tempered Master Sword would do. I'd have to test that theory again to prove it, but that was my experience with it on my private playthrough. I just wanted to go through and do a bunch of different experiments. And you may remember a few episodes ago I was talking about doing a 3-heart challenge. On this particular version of the game, I don't think it's possible because the pendants or the crystals don't appear until after you collect the heart container. So unless the Game Boy Advance version one can allow you to do a 3-heart challenge, that's going to be put on standby. Darn it. I was playing this on my Switch, so the buttons are kind of backwards. But I'm playing this on my computer with an Xbox controller. Speaking of which, you may notice that you don't hear as much clicking. I decided to experiment around and put a rubber band around the left control stick, which is what I use to move, and it seems to be working pretty well. I'm sure you could still hear clicking, but not nearly as grating. Terribly sorry about all that. The opening of the map instead of using an item. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest dungeons, pun possibly intended. I just love the way it's laid out, and I've always been a fan of the icy caves in many, many adventure games. Although the boss in this one I also have a hard time with, just because it feels like it's another bullet hell like the blind fight. It just feels like there's a lot more going on. Not trying to make excuses, I am genuinely terrible at games where they just throw a lot of things at you all at once. I don't need to do that yet. There it is again. Oh boy. This could be interesting. Or I could nail this. Anything could happen when I am playing a game. There I go again, mixing up my buttons. I would remap the buttons, but by the time I did that, I'd be used to hitting the right button, therefore hitting the wrong button. I don't know what it is, it's just the way my brain works. Granted, it was probably also a bad idea to play on one system that I never really messed with the controller configuration, and playing something that I have to mess with the controller configuration. Oh man, these icy floors make things so much interesting. So much interesting? I'm good at words. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna keep doing that, aren't I? You saw nothing. If we have time after this dungeon, we will go collect a few pieces of heart that I missed. Like I said in one of my previous episodes, that I used a guide to help me find the heart locations. It only gives you 20, but there are 4 more that it doesn't tell you about. So I will go collect a couple of those if we have time in this episode. Oh dear, move, move, move. It's kind of strange that the icy dudes, I cannot remember what they were called. It's kind of weird though that they move faster on the y-axis than on the x-axis. Alright, we're nice and blue now. Oh, really? Stay down. There we go. Ooh. Almost got me. Ain't nobody got time to be a rabbit. Gotta go all the way around to push a certain block. No. All the icy tiles are wanting to work against me all of a sudden. That was interesting. Get off me. Oh my goodness. That was nobody's fault but my own. Alright, we are almost back to where we need to be. Oh my goodness. Why won't you move, Link? Go down the stairs. Quick. There we go. That could have been bad. Pretty sure it was that block I wanted to push. Yeah, I got it right this time. There I go again, pressing the wrong dang button. You know, for some reason I was really thinking there was a lot more to this dungeon. Because we are just one room ahead, or behind the boss dungeon. Boss room I mean. I'll go ahead and get my fire rod ready. And here is Kholdstare. See, this part is no big deal. It's when I get him out of the ice and everything starts going nuts. Oh, these frame rates are so bad. Almost got him. See if we can avoid wasting a fairy. We did it! Alright. I normally die to that guy at least once. Because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. They say that the Hylia people controlled mysterious powers, as did the 7 wise men. But the blood of the Hylia has become thin over time. We who carry the blood of the 7 wise men do not possess strong power anymore either. Our powers will increase if we mix the courage of the knights with the wisdom of the wise men. Only a short time remains until the gate at the castle linking the worlds opens. Completely. If you defeat Ganon, this world will vanish and the Triforce will wait for a new holder. I believe in you. Good luck. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Thank you for your encouraging words, Maiden number 5. That is so strange. I haven't noticed it in any other areas, but right along here seems like there's an invisible wall that I can't hit enemies with that beam. Alright. Let's go ahead and get on out of that dangerous area. Dropping bombs everywhere. Very rude. I don't need any magic powder, but if you didn't know, you can freeze enemies with the ice rod or ether and hit them with the magic hammer and they will drop. Usually they will drop a large magic vial. Every once in a while though, they'll drop a small one or sometimes nothing. Okay, now with Kholdstare defeated, we will make our way to collecting a couple of those heart pieces that I mentioned earlier. I know one can be found in this area in the light world, and if I'm remembering right from what I read last night, there is supposed to be one around here as well. We're going to go ahead and use our ether medallion to open up the dungeon, not the map. So now with the winds changed, I guess, because that's what ether does, the rain stops. I guess the implication is that you push the wind, or you push the clouds aside with the wind that you control, and then the rain goes away. Pretty sure it's around here somewhere. Was it this one? This seems promising. Alright. And now we go to the light world. I just want to see if I can get there using the magic mirror, or if I have to actually go through the desert palace and use the hookshot. Looks like I can just use the mirror. Terrific. Oh boy. This might take some... Ah. First try, not bad. Alright, with that done, we can now go over by the sanctuary, but I need a portal on this end of the world to reach the dark world. Hang on a second, I remember there being a portal over by the Waterfall of Wishing. Probably remembering that wrong. Chances are I am, because I am very scatterbrained. And it would appear that I am wrong. Yeah. I'm dumb. I forgot that there's a point that you can fly to right next to one. Gotta run through so many screens. There's probably a much closer one that I forgot all about, or just didn't even know about. But either way, we'll get it. Get that one out of my way. And that one. And that one. Eh. Almost not worth it to get that ruby. That's what, the third piece of heart this episode? There's one more thing I would like to get in this area, but it's in the light world. And that would be the magic cape. Ah, so many Poes. This is the magic cape. You are invisible when you wear it. Watch your magic meter. Excuse me. Meter. You know what? I should probably use this portal again. The guy in that cave just tells me about the Queen of Fairies, the one that gives you the silver arrows and the golden sword. Forgot what I was doing for a second there. Now, we can get that heart piece since we got the magic cape. Oh, I should have known better. So now normally you would get bounced back by those, but if you used magic cape, slip right underneath. And there's our fourth heart piece this episode. Oh, good lord. Back off, bird thing. Can't remember if there's anything important up here or not. Think this is just a shop. It is. Oh, I forgot to get the fourth bottle. We will have to do that in the next episode. I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's always a pleasure to keep creating these videos for you guys, even if they're not really that entertaining just yet. Like I said in episode 1, I'm new to this, I'm still learning and trying my best to talk more. And, well, if you guys liked the video, please leave a like on it and subscribe. It'll really help me out. And I will see you next time. Take care, guys.